It's time to find your old and unwanted medications. Tomorrow marks National Drug Take-Back Day, and there are various local locations to safely dispose of your medications. Michigan State Police Lieutenant Rene Gonzalez now joins Mid-Michigan Matters today. And how does the day help save lives?
Well, on Saturday, October 26th, is National Drug Take-Back Day. So what this helps is households that have unwanted, old, expired, unused prescription medications. It's a good time to get rid of it. Clean out that medicine cabinet and get rid of those drugs. And what that does, it's a safety hazard if you have that stuff laying around for family members or children, someone to get hold of that, and that could start abuse.
There is a concern for children and people who are not supposed to be taking that medication, who get their hands and their mouths on it. And so what do you see in terms of overdoses each year?
Well, we find that a majority of addictions start with that prescription medications in the home. So the last year that we had any numbers was 2022, or actually in the state of Michigan, approximately 3,000 people lost their lives to drug overdoses, and that's just with prescription medications. We're not talking illegal drugs or anything like that. So that's the reason that we have this, and this is nationwide, is to get rid of those medications to prevent that abuse.
You mentioned the number of lives that are lost each year, which is significant in itself from the prescribed medications. Now, happening tomorrow for National Drug Take-Back Day, what types of medications can be dropped off?
Any prescription medications, we ask that you bring your medications in whatever container, dump the medications in our container, but take your containers with you. We ask that no liquids, no syringes, no blister packs, that type of thing. Any other medication will do. No illegal drugs.
That's good to know. And where are those locations that people can drop them off?
Well, for the state police, it'll be any one of our posts throughout the state of Michigan. We'll be open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. to come out and drop those drugs off.
And throughout the weekday, that's available too?
Absolutely, yes. Our posts are open from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day except holidays and weekends, and you can come in anytime, drop it off at one of our containers that we have.
And that's very helpful that there are various locations to safely dispose of these medications. How can people safely dispose of these at their own home?
If you find that you can't get out or you don't want to get out, it's okay. You can take care of it at home. A lot of times we'll tell people with liquids or prescription medications, ground it up with coffee grounds. Take those old coffee grounds, grind it up, get it all mixed up, and then you can dispose of it in the trash. Don't put it in the toilet or try to flush it or anything, because then it gets into the groundwater. But the best way to do it is to grind it up and mix it up with some coffee grounds.
And that right there shocks me. I feel like I've heard before personally that you can just flush it down the toilet, but you're saying not to do that.
No, a long time ago, people used to think that's what you did. Flush them down, but now it's getting into the sewer, and then it's getting into the water, and it can get into the groundwater or into the soil. So we ask people not to do that.
Well, that makes National Drug Take-Back Day even more important to safely dispose of them.
That's true. This is, like I said, nationwide. So this is, if you Saturday you got nothing else to do, clean out that medicine cabinet. If you can't, come out and see us during the week.
Lieutenant Gonzalez, thank you for joining Mid-Michigan Matters.
Thanks for having me.